Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is Pet Platypus here, and it's time for me to do a film review of Guardians of the Galaxy. It's been a while since I did a movie review. Couple of elephants in the room. Edge of Tomorrow. I watched it, should have done a review on it. That was a great sci-fi movie. I'm ashamed I didn't review it. I don't know why. It was stupid of me. I should have given that movie some kind of promotion and praise because it was great. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was another big blockbuster I wanted to see, but my friend hadn't seen the first one, and I always go to the movies with somebody. Going alone is just kind of weird for me. I don't know. And I didn't end up going to see it, but kind of a really stupid excuse. But yeah, I didn't see Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, and I heard it was really good, so you know. But Guardians of the Galaxy, this movie is fucking awesome. Well, to start things off, it's directed by James Gunn, who hasn't done much in this genre, but he did a great job as far as directing goes. You know, the action was really well filmed. You know, the actors they all did a great job. Even Batista, who is not really that great, you know, he's not like an actor. He did, you know, fine-ish. I'll get into him later. But yeah, that's pretty much how it went as far as directing goes. The main cast, you got Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, Dave Bautista as Drax the Destroyer, Vin Diesel as Groot, which I'm not even going to talk about because anybody could have played Groot, and Bradley Cooper as Rocket the motherfucking Raccoon. So, as far as casting goes, and all that, and the way the actors played their characters, it was really good. They worked well off of each other. I liked all the characters and what the actors brought to them as far as their personalities go. Rocket they're all great, too. They're all really funny, and they're all unique and in their own way. You know, Drax could have just been this generic, big, tough guy, but he has a really funny gag throughout the movie that isn't too silly, you know? Like, none of this humor feels out of place. It all fits really well, and it's definitely the most humorous of the Marvel movies. But if you're one of those people who was like, I don't know, Iron Man 3 had too much humor for me, this is more humor than Iron Man 3, but it works phenomenally. I was laughing out loud in the theater. I'm not really going to get too much into the plot, because I don't want to, like, spoil a bunch of shit, but it's basically they meet each other, and they're, like, forming their team, and they have to learn to get along and everything. But it's really creative. I mean, you know, there's the prison scene. That had a really creative climax. Just really cool action. I really like how they handled everything. Plenty of great side characters with unique personalities. The villain was really weak, honestly. The villain, Ronan, played by Lee Pace. Really weak villain. I mean, no, he's not weak. He's fucking disgustingly overpowered, but just as a character, he's weak. And that's a running theme in Marvel movies, sadly. Aside from, like, Loki and a few charismatic villains here and there, they're pretty generic and weak. I mean, I honestly think you could switch Malekith, the Dark Elf from Thor 2, and Ronan. You could switch movies, and it'd be, like, the same movie. Like, that's how generic and, like, poorly developed they are. So that's my only real weakness, and a few fake-out deaths. A few too many fake-out deaths, I should say. But there's one I'll get to in the spoiler section that was a really good fake-out death. But yeah, I mean, is that really all I had to say? I covered the acting, I covered a little bit of the plot, I talked about how great the action was, special effects were good. Do I want to delve into spoilers yet? Yeah, I guess I'll delve into spoilers, so now I can get a little more into what I really liked about it. So if you haven't seen the movie, don't watch any further. Put this in your watch later or somewhere where you'll remember it, or just come back to this video sometime. But if you have seen the movie, alright, let's talk about this. The beginning of the movie felt really weird. I mean, his mom dying of cancer, that was whatever, that was fine, but I mean, just the way he randomly gets abducted, but then we kind of see later in the movie about who's his dad and, you know, sequel bait. So it makes sense he got abducted. You've got Groot, and I love scenes with Groot where he, like, you know, when he gives that little girl the flower, when he's going to sacrifice himself to protect everybody. That was a really, really good scene, and he dies. And this is the fake-out death that I really liked, when he starts growing back, and he's like a little baby on the little stick. I really liked that. That was really cool. Great funny scenes. Rocket Raccoon was great. Even he had a little bit of character depth to him. We got to see Thanos. That was great. He's nothing too impressive yet, but we don't really see much of him, so it's not that big of a deal. Gamora's other sister survived in the end, so we'll have to see. She'll probably be coming back. None of the Guardians died. I thought maybe they'd kill off Groot just because it's like all he says is "I am Groot," and maybe they didn't think his character would be enough for more movies. Maybe they thought just this would be enough, but no, they kept him. But yeah, the fake out deaths just bothered me because, you got Chris Pratt freezing in space with Zoe Saldana, and it's just like, they're not gonna die. This is gonna be a franchise. You're dragging this out. It's so unnecessary. And it even happened a couple more times where they're holding the stone and stuff, and it's like, they're not gonna die. I mean, it's just, I only thought Groot might die just because of his character didn't have a ton of, things to say, but regardless, yeah, the Infinity Stones and everything, that's awesome. But yeah, the last thing I want to talk about is the after credit scene, which isn't one of the big, ooh, Marvel, what's going to happen next? But it was fucking hilarious. Howard the Duck. That's all you have to say. Howard the fucking Duck. That was fucking funny. And I love that they actually made you wait for this after credit scene. Usually they give you the main actors and everything, and then like after credit scene, and then it plays, and then maybe a comedic after credit scene at the end of the credits. But no, they made you wait for this one, and it was funny as hell. So, yeah. Kind of a quick, not getting too much into the film review, aside from all these spoilers I just said. But yeah, it was really good. So thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this film in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.